From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Quick reminder that I do have a Weather NorCal app that I think you'll just absolutely love. Everything that is offered on Weather NorCal right from your phone. If you got an Apple iPhone, well, you can go to the App Store, just search for Weather NorCal, download the app for free. If you got an Android, go to the Google Play Store, search for Weather NorCal. Yes, it's a free app. And you know what? You can see the neighborhood forecast in general. We've got 6 neighborhood forecasts specifically for your area. Be sure to check that out on the app. If you want to check out my latest forecast you're watching now, you can watch that from your phone. You can watch the 24-hour streaming channel from your phone. All kinds of great resources there. Keeping it dry through Saturday. Yeah, it's going to stay dry for the first half of the weekend. And really, even as we go into Sunday, we're not expected to see a ton of rain really until next week. But the wet pattern will arrive by Sunday for most of us. And since we have a series of warm storm systems coming through, the snow levels will mainly be above 6,000 feet. So getting you through the night tonight and into tomorrow for the North Coast, we are expecting to see dry conditions as we've seen here. No big changes when we're talking about our temperatures and the overall cloud cover from what we saw here for today. There you can see through about 10 a.m. we're in the upper 40s, so still pretty chilly in those mid-morning hours for the valley, and of course quite cold, especially off in the eastern mountains. So the clouds that we saw today are associated with this right here, but didn't really bring us any rainfall. We do have an area of low pressure right here. And you can see some activity kind of brewing out down to our south and west. This is what's going to be impacting our weather. This is all kind of joining forces here and be coming on in, and it'll be a warmer source of air. So as a result, we typically see a bit more rainfall out of it. And number 2, we typically see higher snow levels. But again, that's going to wait until probably Sunday, Monday of next week, because today and tomorrow we're looking at those dry conditions. And how about your Saturday? Still looking at dry conditions. Now, by the time we get into Saturday night, this activity will inch closer, but won't be here until late Saturday night and most likely into Sunday morning. So again, you can see the activity kind of swirling away off to our west here. But here's Sunday, 6 p.m. You see how we're really not seeing much of that rain even making its way into the valley. But I'm expecting valley westward, a chance for showers through the day on Sunday. Then by Monday, it finally pushes through. The main area of low pressure starts here, makes its way up to our north and west. Everyone's seeing that rain. Snow on the spine of the Sierra, that's because you're going up pretty high in elevation. But you're going to have to go above 6,000 feet before you start seeing those snowflakes for us here in Northern California, which is why most of the mountain communities will see it in the form of rain and not much in the way of snow. There you can see Tuesday. We do have an approaching storm system. Notice the snow levels still fairly high even on Tuesday. Tuesday and into Wednesday, some heavier rainfall moving in. And still some showers on Wednesday. But that main area of low pressure is showing signs of shifting southward. Snow levels look to drop a little bit on Wednesday, but still fairly high, maybe a rain-snow mix for places like Chester, Alturas, Mount Shasta City, most likely in the form of rain. Then by Thursday, Friday, that storm system shifts to the south, and you'll notice off to our west, we're just not seeing much activity, so things will dry out for a few days after that. Take a look at the forecast rainfall totals. Quite honestly, this looks pretty accurate. I don't expect to see a lot of rainfall through the weekend. Most of it's coming Sunday, and then by Sunday into Monday, we start to see those totals increase. I think it's overdoing it, way overdoing it actually. A lot of times you can take these numbers this far out and go, you know what, let's cut those numbers in half. And that's probably closer to what we'll see here in the valley. 1 to 2, maybe 2.5 inches of rain for some through next Thursday. And, you know, I think we'll probably see less rainfall for the coast. And that's because most of the storms are coming in from the south and west, as opposed to coming in from the north and west, where we see those storms fairly strong along the coast and they break apart. But that's not going to be the overall trajectory of these storms. Less rainfall as you head off to the north and east. The overall precipitation outlook has the bulk of the rain, at least a heavier rainfall, most likely over Southern California. And on top of that, that's where we're also going to be looking at the above normal temperatures, keeping those snow levels most likely fairly high. Taking a look at your wave heights, they're not changing much here for your Friday, but as we go into Saturday, you will start to see the wave heights begin to increase. Why? Because of course, we've got that storm system that's approaching, and that'll cause those wave heights to get a little bit higher. Let's take a look at your marine forecast for your Friday. Southeast winds at 5 to 10 knots, waves from the west at 7 feet at 13 seconds, with no advisories continuing in the forecast. Of course, that may change as we start getting into Saturday and in particular Sunday. Overnight tonight, it is getting downright cold again, mid to upper 30s for the valley. How about 20s and 30s for the eastern mountains? And for Siskiyou County, in the mid 30s. There you can see we're looking at those temperatures also in the low to mid 30s here for places like Trinity County, but not as cold for places like Hoopa with about 44 and 45 degrees in Eureka tonight. Take a look at your forecast for tomorrow. We are going to be looking at temperatures about the same. I'm expecting low to mid 60s in the valley, 40s for the eastern mountains, although for Modoc County and Siskiyou County in the low 50s. Upper 50s, even some low 60s for Trinity County and the inland areas, and looks like somewhere in the mid 60s, low to mid 60s that is, out along the coast. Probably closer to the low 60s, quite honestly. There's a look at your 7-day outlook for Mount Shasta. That rain will kick in as early as probably midday Sunday. It's going to take a while before it gets here. Notice the snow levels, though, they are high. Not getting much lower than, looks like around 5,500 feet on Wednesday. El Turris, I'm going to hold you off on any rainfall on Sunday, not to mention Susanville. It's not until Monday of next week that we'll see that rain begin to move in. Also looking at those fairly high snow levels, most likely drying out by next Thursday. Looking at your 7-day outlook for the valley, showers coming in on Sunday for the second half of the day. More often on showers at least through Wednesday, with better chances for showers to the south in Chico on Wednesday. Still a slight chance for some, say, morning showers on Thursday of next week. But looks like those chances will diminish throughout the day. Looking at your 7-day outlook for the North Coast, there are those showers coming in probably, I'm putting it in here, the PM showers on Saturday, but really, for all intents and purposes, it will be a dry day on Saturday for the coast and inland. But by Saturday evening, Saturday night, the showers move in, and then off and on showers for Sunday, all the way through next Wednesday, most likely drying out by Thursday.